Mark Smelly Bell here. Sugar fasting and why I think it's so effective. The smelly science of it all. I think that when you eat a lot of calories and it's very absent of protein, and this is something I've been saying for years, but I didn't know how to get to it from the right point. I've been saying that you're never going to find your protein requirements at the bottom of a bag of Doritos. And what I meant by that was that your body is going to be in constant search of calories when you're deprived of protein. But what I didn't realize is that your body amplifies the burning of your calories in the absence of protein. It throttles it up or throttles it down or throttles it, in a direction to get your metabolism cranked so that you do get your protein requirement. It wants you to keep seeking and keep searching. And because of that, it induces FGF21. They did a study in mice that went for a week. 1 week is not a hell of a study, right? But they did a study where they deprived mice of protein. They lost no muscle, but they lost a considerable amount of fat. And compared to the mice that had X percentage and X percentage more, they had 3 or 4 different groups. The groups that had more protein gained more body fat. It's one study, it's in mice. Is it repeatable in humans? We shall see. But what that shows us and what that tells us is we don't know anything. And that just flipped everything that we thought upside down on its head. It also tells us that you're going to end up with a diet that's pure crap because you're going to be the only things that have like 0 protein, like fruit doesn't even have 0 protein. You have to have sugarcane, honey, candy, and soda. You're going to need to start buying high fructose corn syrup if you want to try to get to that 0%. Now that's taking it to the nth degree, and we're seeing a lot of people with fantastic results already. The results speak for themselves for all these people that hate on the diet and so on. This sugar fasting thing is way bigger than me, and this is going to end up in mainstream media, and mainstream media is going to laugh about it, and they're going to talk trash about it and say that it's dumb and it's not effective. The same thing you see with dry fasting and how effective dry fasting can sometimes be for very particular conditions, and even fasting itself. A lot of those things got laughed at years ago, and now we're just learning that these things can be really, really powerful. Remember, the sugar diet is more of a fast than it is a diet. It's not necessarily a lifestyle, but you can make it into a lifestyle if you wish. For those of you that are fat, stick to sugar fasting. It's the way to go. It's one of the best ways to pull body weight off of your body. Now, there are other ways, okay? This is what I'm promoting and what I'm telling you. I'm not trying to say that there's no other way to lose weight. I'm just saying this way is amazing because you get to eat more. Look at the comments from people and contact some of these people. Are these bots? Are these bots at Mark Smelly Bell? Hit these people up and say, hey, I saw that you said you're not hungry and you're eating all this sugar. Like, what's the deal? What's going on with this program? Anyway, if you care about the science of it and you want to try to stick to it a little bit more, see if you can go more on the juice side. Fruit juice has a little bit less of a percentage of protein. Actual sugar is going to have less protein. Actual honey is going to have less protein. And actual candy and soda is going to have less protein. So it might be something to give a shot to. And also it might be something where you just try it for try it for 3 days. What's it going to hurt when you do something for just 3 days? It's not a bad intervention to give a shot to. I'm experimenting with it currently. Not that I felt like I was eating a lot of protein before, because I was trying to keep that bitch at 0, and I'm keeping the fats really low. But I think as I gather more information, I'm actually probably going to find out that some fats are probably allowed in the diet. I think it's really just keeping those proteins super low, and it's really about just hammering that sugar. More information to come. I'm scouring through it. If you haven't checked out the interview I did with Stan Efferding, check it out at Mark Smelly Bell on my YouTube channel. I'm killing it. I'm doing stuff live every single day. The questions just keep coming. Thank you guys so much for the super chats and all the different things. You guys are overwhelmingly amazing. The community on YouTube has been incredible. The comments are incredible. The community here on my channel for Instagram is a little different. Very, very reactionary. A lot of times you guys are very passionate, very reactionary, and maybe rightfully so, because I have stood up for keto and stood up for carnivore for so long. I'm still a fan of those diets. I am. I love them. And actually, I stand by keto more so than I do carnivore, just because I think that protein was causing a lot of insulin resistance for a lot of people and just kind of messing up their metabolism. Nothing really harmful, nothing crazy. Maybe for some it was pretty harmful. That for those that were trying to stick to it and go down that rabbit hole deeper, I think they were maybe causing a little bit of harm, and I apologize for that. And one of the things that's been said on Mark Bell's Power Project that I thought was really compelling was said by Cal Dietz. He said, the smartest people you'll ever meet, they'll say, I would like to change my answer. That's where I'm at in my life. I'd like to change some of the things I said in the past, and I'd like to fix them so I can help more people. This sucker's going mainstream. This thing's going on every news network and everything. There's nothing that anyone can do to slow this train down. Strength is never weakness. Weakness is never strength. Catch you guys later. Bye.